All right, what's on the bench? It's an old style micrometer with veneer readings and stuff. This is a nice Starrett one. This is a model. Is there a model number in here? Maybe not. Oh yeah, here it is. Number 436-1 inch. I thought it's the number 4361. 436. It's a 1 inch one. Yep. Starrett. I love their stuff. This is a really nice version of it. So why am I talking about micrometers today? I mostly use calipers, but every once in a while I'll use a micrometer. Now, there are modern equivalents to this, and you can get super fancy ones. Okay, so if I really need to be accurate, I've got this just super stupid accurate one here. Mitutoyo, which has lots of digits. I mean, that's a ridiculous number of digits. Tenths and hundred thousandths. Yeah, these are inches, right? So we have thousandths of an inch, 10,000ths of an inch, and 100,000ths of an inch. Yeah, pretty silly stuff. This one has a clutch that's just the whole ring. So when you come up and bottom up, then this thing spins, and it's a clutch. Looks like it needs to be cleaned a little bit of dirt in there. 0, 0, yeah, lots of zeros. Anyway, what came between the two? So that's the video today. What went from there to there? So these are a pain in the butt to read, right? They repeat every 25. And so you have to figure out which one you're on. Are you between the 25 and the 50? Are you between the 0 and the 25? Sometimes it's hard to tell, and sometimes you mess up, and sometimes you're going forwards instead of backwards, and it's just you screw up using these things all the time. Okay, so you can't screw up this one. Okay, but you don't want to be using this one every day. I mean, it's an expensive tool, right? So you kind of keep that over on the metrology side of things, right? But like I said, what came between, and so this is the thing I want to talk about today. This is wonderful. I made this shop stand here for this one, and I keep this one out all the time. So this micrometer gets a bunch of use in my lab, where I just want to measure something quick, and your hands off. You can stick it in there and measure how thick it is, and you're done. But this one has a little lap counter in it, like an odometer, right? This one also is Starrett. So it's dumb easy to read, right? Okay, there we go. There's 20 thousandths of an inch, right? Super simple. So like you wanted to measure a thickness of a PC board. Here's a PC board. Let's see if it's 062. It's 060, right? Yeah, it's 060. So anyway, it does come in handy. Now, I've always been a super fan of these odometer style readings. This one is a little bit small and hard to read, and the one I've got here has kind of got a cracked plastic piece. They always crack, and most of these you see have a cracked piece on them. So anyway, in a moment of weakness on eBay, keep me away from eBay. In a moment of weakness, I saw this one, and I had to have it. Okay, a little bit easier numbers to read, and it's in millimeters. So I don't have a micrometer in millimeters. So this is a Japanese company, NSK. I don't know what that stands for. Nippon something or other. Japan Micrometer. Now it's nice that it has the plastic insert here. So when you hold this, it doesn't heat up the metal. Okay, you can see that Mitutoyo did that as well. It's a plastic piece here, so when you hold it, it doesn't heat up the metal and expand. These do, and a lot of times you'll hold them. You'll actually hold them like this. Okay, you'll put your two fingers here, and then that keeps you this one here. So you're always heating the thing up as you're using it, right? And so machinists always have this grip on the micrometers like that. And that's kind of why you want this thing here. It also just keeps the heat off of it as well. But anyway, that's a nice feature this one has. Like I said, it's in millimeters, which is super nice, and it has a lock on it. That's super easy to use. It has the small ratchet. Can you hear it? It has the small ratchet, a clutch on this one. But anyway, it was like 25 bucks. I was like, okay, for 25 bucks, I want one. Add to my collection. But I think these are just super easy to use. They're way more accuracy than I need in my shop. I mean, I need some accuracy, but I don't need crazy accuracy, right? And so this number of digits, like this one goes to thousandths of an inch. This one goes to hundredths of a millimeter. This is perfect for me, and super easy to use, and it kind of fits my vintage. I'm old school, I'm old, and so is it. So yeah, I just like this thing. Anyway, thought I'd show it off. New acquisition as of today.